Hello middle school parents, this is Mr. Fisher and I am making this video to give you a tutorial of your child's iReady platform, which will also include a tutorial on how you can access and utilize your child's iReady platform in order to help you understand what we are doing as well as support your child in the work they are doing. So first off, I recommend that you have your child's iReady login and you access their platform on an iPad or on a computer. The iReady platform is not accessible on a phone, so my recommendation would be a computer, but an iPad works just as well. So first off, what you're looking at here is their home screen. You have the MyPath, which your child will be working on throughout the school year. This is based on their iReady diagnostic results and will be tailored to their individual needs. Additionally, you will see a section of the home screen that says teacher assignments. These will be assigned at different times by their teachers and will be associated with extra practice that we want them to be engaged with. The next thing I'm going to point out is on the right side there is a My Progress screen that will give you everything that you see here. Your child is expected to do 60 minutes per week of iReady time on task, but they're also expected to be passing lessons. So if we see time on task, but we do not see any lessons being passed, this is a red flag that either your child is struggling on the content or is not finishing their lessons and therefore not making progress in the lessons passed section. The next place I'm going to take you is to their library or bookshelf, where you will have access to their entire 7th grade, 6th grade, or 8th grade mathematics curriculum. So as you see on the screen, the book is loading and there are a lot of different options that will be available to you and to your child. You can access an audio assist where the program will read aloud the different parts of the book to your child if this is helpful. You can select the focus mode where all of the options will go away and then they can just flip through the pages. Additionally, you have tools on the bottom. If a child highlights or bookmarks anything, they can jump right to that specific place. And then you also have a table of contents, which allows you to access the different units, as well as the different lessons that are associated with these units. As you can see here, the family letter is included in the book, but you will also be able to find it in a different location that I will show you a little bit later in the video. So now we're going to look at the units in particular, starting with this lesson. So this will be Unit 2, Lesson 7. You can jump to Lesson 8, 9, and so on. Flipping through, we have a home activity that will come along with each of the parent letters before the actual lessons begin that we will be doing in class. You see further down in the table of contents, we have these STEM stories. These are associated with each lesson, and they're at the beginning of each lesson in the book, but also exist at the end of the book here, if you would ever want to access those to read about a real-life person using the math that we are currently learning. Here is the glossary that is at the end of each book. These are all the words that students should be familiar with and will be encountering throughout the lessons. This would be a great thing to work with at home, as well as this cumulative practice, which has questions that are associated with each unit, giving students extra practice opportunities. We do not often access these in class, so this is a great place to do extra practice at home. Here are a few other aspects of the table of contents before we get into something that I want to talk to you about as a parent in particular. These habits here are really good to go through and review with students at home, as well as some of these language reference tools and discourse questions, which just helps students understand better how to ask questions and discuss mathematical principles and skills. And this would transfer nicely to conversations we have in class. Now, as you see, I'm up in the top left, and I'm about to click on My Videos. These are an incredible resource that actually is associated with every single lesson that we do in our books in class. And when you select one of the videos, it will open up a lesson that is being facilitated by a teacher that is directly connected to what we are doing in class, or maybe actually the exact lesson that we worked with in class. So if your child needs a refresher or didn't necessarily understand what we did, this is a great time for a teacher to walk them through the content that we are currently working on. As you can see, you can increase and decrease the speed of the video, and you can also select the bar at the bottom and move the video forward or backward to wherever suits your student best. So as you can see, coming back to the list, there are multiple videos associated with every lesson we work on. Moving from there, I'm going to select Family Resources. These family resources give you access to multiple languages that are connected with the family letter. So you can click on PDF on the right side, and the family letter for each lesson is available, as well as the home activity that is connected with the skill. Additionally, you will have unit overview videos available to you that will explain the entire unit, start to finish, and its progression of how each skill builds upon the one that was learned previously. And so as you can see here, this is the beginning of the video, but then I'm going to fast forward a little bit to the end of the video, where it will show you the entire unit in a snapshot. So throughout this year, we will be sending out a newsletter at the beginning of each unit, giving you the heads up so that you can access the unit overview videos, check in with your child on how they're feeling about the previous unit and the upcoming unit, and be aware of everything that you could be doing at home to support your child. So we're going to now head back to the platform itself, and I'm just going to show you a few other things. We have math tools here for student learning support. We also have some math games here, which will be specifically associated with your child's iReady diagnostic results. And that is the overall tutorial on how to interact with the iReady platform. So make sure you have your students log in, and thank you so much for all of your support.